Most people walk through life thinking reality is random. They think success is luck, or that their depression, their poverty, or their confusion is just bad cards. That is a lie. We live in a simulation governed by rules, universal laws. And the most ruthless law of them all is Newton's third law. You learned it in 5th grade, passed the test, and forgot it. But it is running your life right now. The law states, for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. It means forces always come in pairs. You cannot touch something without being touched back. If you punch a wall with 50 newtons of force, the wall hits your hand back with 50 newtons of force. That's why your hand breaks. The wall didn't decide to hurt you. It simply returned exactly what you gave it. The human machinery, the input. Now let's take this out of the physics lab and put it into your biological hardware. You are not just a person, you are a processing unit. A biocomputer. Every single day, you are engaged in the action. What is the action? It is input. Labor is an input. But so is what you scroll on your phone. So is the food you put in your mouth. So are the conversations you have with your loser friends. Every time you let garbage content enter your optic nerve, eyes, or auditory nerve, ears, you are applying a force. You are striking the wall. If you spend 4 hours a day watching 15-second dopamine hits of people dancing or pranking each other, you're applying a force of distraction, chaos, and low-frequency noise into your brain. The inevitable return, the output. Here is where the dummy gets confused, but the master understands. Newton's law says the reaction must be equal. You cannot input garbage and expect an output of greatness. Physics forbids it. You cannot input laziness and expect an output of wealth. If you input processed sugar and seed oils, action, 2, you get brain fog and lethargy, reaction. 4 hours of negative news, action, to you, get anxiety and paralysis, reaction. 0 hours of deep work, action, 2, you get 0 movement in your bank account, reaction. The universe is simply a mirror. It reflects back to you exactly what you projected into it, with mathematical precision. The ancient code. This isn't new. The moderns call it Newton's third law. The ancients called it karma. The Bible put it perfectly. Do not be fooled, God is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. Let's decode that. God is not mocked means you cannot cheat the system. You cannot trick the algorithm. There is no hack. If you sow, plant corn, you get corn. You don't get strawberries. If you sow hard labor, focus, and strategic learning, the action, the universe has no choice but to yield competence, money, and power, the reaction. It might not happen in 5 minutes. There is a delay in the system, a lag time, but the energy equation must balance. The glitch in your thinking. The reason most people fail is that they want the reaction, the millions, the six-pack, the respect, without the action. They want to punch the air and have the wall break. It's delusional. If you want to change your life, stop looking at the result. The result is just a lagging indicator. Look at the input. Audit your senses. What are you reading? Who are you listening to? How hard are you actually working when nobody is watching? That is the force you are applying to the universe. If you don't like where you are, it's simple physics. You applied the wrong forces for too long. Change the input, the output will follow.